11161500. Uhuru Superstores, the people's choice, guaranteed lowest prices. Karibu nyumbani.
Chinsa isana na ibere cheri tukorea gatano na gatatu ritukure Jumanne mutenyoka no mwaka bw'ekiri bubere 2025 werire bya mwancha omure Ekeonga ya Getembe TV ncengatire ni Nyaboga Wilson Makori kurasomo na boimanyirio kabana into boy komwere tukomanye gati yari agendeta konekiwa kuragusi na boigo isikuye county chire ase ense ya Kenya. Na togo chaka nigo abaremi kuri tundubari yari anyambego egotoke wodi ya Kiamukama besokire na kwemurunganiria ogosareka gwechipara ensemeyo anena mono epare kogenda ase tundubari yo asabono gukwana na Getembe bagoserere gocha gukora okorobekana eriko boria serikali ya county ya Kisii kubarosera chipara kuninchira yemo yo kubarora beri obugima ase kiraba emurungani na goteba nigo egari ekogora echaye gosechi maturity chikonyorwa kubagora echaye gwikama tukandi echaye yaba echaje yabo yabage kurara ase chitundubari asabona yaborire serikali ya county ya Kisii kobarosere epara ekoro mwembe kogenda muremani nabo igo mwembe kogenda kiemenyinga
nechando lobugate neye para nabo bacha bakalimi para ekoro muremani asigari yaitego yacha kuye chaye lakini bono mbabegeti mochanga akerembura yatulite ligwete chage kali korondi bacho yamanya gocha ino aro muchanga tubugate gali trigo chaga bwange senje yembu
iparo na bero sikururo choma sese mate ekagenda kigo sikuru lakini kurwali changshingo chaga paka mwembe gere gusa yajagira kubutoka ntuma idia sabara iwa itokale
yanga igende gari yarwe kurumoina yabuguriye chaye yaira bwangu na intutwarwa mamna bono chiseki egari yakira bono goikerie rutie kamoke emaja kugie chaye kuruma paka jinse jinoma igaba bale minobale paka nyirerete asenge nje parerebe paka jinse
kiniga otonga buno tobutumu una bantu bali bataliye batacho bali tawaraye pia ngoni parere mata yaro na bebwate sidere egabiri ondima itinga inkiga kogera ebiara tokochora mantu matuka mange turu ozoko banga twebire nyandi ya bara ibaito bali gwanje katoro sije pare babo tumase kiagera into chipost yabo umuremi nero ko begete getiyo kore nene nero ko begete okujibe service igare ko tuara ko bantu agana kwa bajibura mundu mo sware ngidi
iyo tukubetinga kibano tawakora bona baragiaba mutaho tokonya nande kuji mutuanga ta muri kuri moroborai kese chipara ngachimwa begete motoroseri astoko mnyoka kindi yonsi stoko mnyoka rabwanga echa imne kanga ya gweta kale
Gega ye bunge ye Senate enene kubarikira abanogeri babere be bunge ye county ya Nyamira obare omoske Thaddeus Nyabara na boyigo moske okero goika osiri uko ryo goika bosibwe bunge ye Senate osibwe bunge yo erikoiraneria amaboro ori obotutuka na boyigo okungusana na kogendete kone kigo ase bunge ye county ya Nyamira rituko ya rero nigo babirabo baika bosibwe bunge ye Senate negati yabariki gosechi clark koro ase county ya Nyamira rigo kwana na boyigo koiraneria amabori ayogendete kone kigo ase County ya Nyamira.
There is a speakers panel member who took over the seat. How did the speakers panel member come in to the seat?
When I was
the mess in place?
Yes, the mess was in place.
Did you invite the member of the panel?
I did not delegate. Any member who acts on the chair of the speaker, either it's the deputy speaker or a member of the panelist, must get a delegation letter from the speaker. So I never delegated.
You did invite the member to come to your chair?
I did not. As you saw, Honorable Senator, I was just kicked out. So I didn't have that opportunity.
So if you were kicked out, let the members be on their side. Where were your sergeant at arms? Did they take the mess out, or the mess didn't leave the chamber?
They never did that, because as later you can be able to see, because we don't want to go to characters, it was a planned thing. So there are some members who were in charge of the whole planning, who were part of the sergeant at arms.
So what you are saying is that the sergeant at arms actually did not
perform their duties as expected.
They did not pick the mess themselves?
Very true.
So you exited without a mess?
Exactly.
Somebody else
Took
jumped
over
onto that seat without invitation?
Very true.
Thank you for that clarification.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Chair. The question I wanted to get some relevance is, why was this anger towards you? Why? Because I want to understand, you were the speaker, there was a vote which was supposed to impeach the governor. That vote took place. Because what I see here, I don't see a dispute about the vote. I see the dispute about you. What is it that this team was fighting you about?
The issue was, after the impeachment, the 22-member team wanted to change the leadership of the House. As I said, the contested seat was the majority position. When the majority leader was kicked out, comes from UPA party, which has the majority of members in the assembly, went through the party, went to court, obtained court orders that were to retain him as the leader of majority. And then the other faction felt that I wasn't doing right by obeying that court order, which was served to me. So they felt I was protecting the other side, which they never wanted. So basically, the issue there is about the honorable members fighting for their own leadership positions.
Did you, through you, Chair, did you pronounce yourself on the issue that the member of the Assembly who had that court order had actually the court order, and you were implementing the court order?
Exactly, and I called the members, I told them. They said it's me who went behind and obtained the court order.
Togotigana nayo nigo muwaziri omonene iminsi ya Kenya Muske Musalia Mudavadi nere aruro kubore gochiase kamati iregendete kuba unengia aba commissioner bekiombe ose bali barachikoba aba commissioner bekiombe kyobo cholne chimbebe kia IEBC kwangoya emerobere yibwanko nabayo kobeka abantu abaya obarache gotoria ekiombe kyo bosbo mochori bo mwaka 2027 asaboigo aburure okubore na gokwanda chinchera chokoreta omorembe no bwa matobya igatie Chinsa cha Africa anene mono enseri ya DRC ase chisegi ne chiburaburu chabere chikwene kiwa ase gikabono.
Let the IEBC now start its preparatory work for the 2027 elections so that we are not caught on the wrong foot. So as you listen to them, please bear in mind that it is our resolve that the IEBC is constituted and it's put in place to prepare the country for proper democratic processes. We in Kenya have always had our elections in the cycle that it's supposed to be, every 5 years, without fail, since we got independence. And we have no reason to set ourselves up for failure in 2027. I think, I thought that might be very, very useful as two key aspects for this interaction with us. Let me also point out that a critical area is also the DRC now, if I may move away from the Kenyan landscape. And just to state that, as you are all aware, there's been the conversation that has merged the process. The EAC SADC process is now unified. This process has been briefed also to the AU. In the briefing in Addis, it was also done in the presence of the Secretary General of the United Nations at the Peace and Security Council in Addis. And indeed, even the Secretary General gave a statement to the Peace and Security Council. Subsequently, the position was also adopted by the Heads of State Summit in Addis. So the EAC SADC process has attained
unengi wakwa abantu bali baligete ko chikoba aba commissioner ase kiombe kya bochori ne chimbibe kya IEBC ni go kogende taserit koria rero Ibrahim Rashid adan kurwa ekaunti ya Mandera abo mutangani ko ikabosibwe kamati yuko unengiwa abantu emeyemo Ikomi no yomo ni go bachoretwe na ni go bagendrete ko unengiwa ere ko chigoichori amabaga atana no yomo atano nerimo buna aba commissioner ase ekiombe kyo mwancho muriengo nyirubuna abantu abatano no yomo ni go unengiwa kiraritko.
IEBC is just an arbiter, or
yes.
You know, they supervise and conduct elections.
Yes.
Your experience,
yes.
I would like you to identify 3 things that you have done as a candidate in the 18 years that have, number 1, disadvantaged or undermined the work of IEBC?
As candidates, I think there's political interference by the candidates in terms of favoring certain, officials to be posted in a certain area. The other thing that undermines is that during the voting, some candidates, they still, after some time, 3 days or some days, you're supposed to campaigning. So they continue campaigning. Either even in where the polling is taking place. The other thing is the issue of bribery. Some of them, they think they do double registration. They think they will get more votes, not knowing that's an illegal. I think a lot of things happen that really undermines the integrity of IEBC.
Thank you very much. And what are the 3 things that you do?
Yes.
That can enhance the work of IEBC? And when you answer those 3 things that enhance the work of IEBC, please tell the panel how you will strengthen those 3 things if you are successful and you become a member of IEBC.
Yes. I think one of the things I've done as a member of parliament to enhance the work of IEBC is can we say civic education? I've been going around before even, or during the election, during the voter registration, very flank areas everywhere to ensure people register.
Togo chigokora ni gabara Ibech County baburi okobeka esekta yobochenu mutwe bunenchera yemo yogoikirania obokoreri bwabana inchi nabo igoko bagendere asekera rituko eyangorengana no director bwiri shirika rya CBM oyokwanetaya ime county ya Bungoma anene mono keracha agetie omoroberi obokorwaria amaiso ochase abantu be county ya Bungoma.
So basically 3/4 of the budget that we get, of the money we get in our governments, in the county government, in national government, is used on personal things, and the people who are the reason why God gave that money end up not getting anything. You see somebody getting big houses, buying many cars, buying many plots at the expense of a blind person, at the expenses of a lame person receiving their healing. And before God, all those things you are buying are going to become diseased very soon. They are going to become diseased very soon, because as long as people are crying, those things must receive the sickness that these people are having. This initiative will focus on, 1, strengthening eye health services. And on strengthening eye health services to ensure that eye care services are integrated into our county's health system and are accessible to all. 2, community outreach and screening.
Pia una lengo la kusaidia serikali ya gatuzi la Bungoma kuweka mikakati ambayo itawezesha afya hizi za huduma ya macho kuendelea baada ya mradi kukamilika.
Nilikuwa na shida ya macho, kusoma sikuwa naweza kusoma, lakini kulingana na hii huduma ambayo umetupea, huduma ile mzuri, umenipea miwani, saa hizi nasoma.
Mimi huwa nakuwa short sighted, alafu tena kwa mwangaza nikiona vitu ya white macho inakuwa affected, na nimesaidika na Dreamland. Nashukuru.
Yo Ekeonga Chinsa isano na ibere Chinsa Ikomi ninchikwera na gaiga ngoretera yo mona yande asenchira yo bongenche ngatere ne Nyaboga Wilson makori kuraso mona boy manyirio havira kareri ne rongende tokone kebuna chibichana mariogi wekira chire asenchira ere yo wekeno genda gutwara burigire burubya asemero buri ya Getembe TV okobwate.
Eduka yobomo ya Uhuru Superstores Limited nero eduka echolide iri kubatuka chirangi cha Crown Paints eyure company nambe yemo eyo korose chirangi menseyiga ya Kenya. Crown Paints nigo emanyira sokoro isya ebintu biriya bikomanya seka ngo kwanira chirangi echo boyiko chire chechi brand ao echo chire chingi ya kirage chirangi chiga nigo chire chibirengo ao nabono mbabwata chirangi cyo gwakwa imeye nyumba isiko ye nyumba chire chikomentra nibwa amavuta yani oil na bwigo chiriya chia mache inyoranga chirangi chiga nigo chire kurwase chire cheri guririke iriya gatigati wekari guri iriya bantabati bwigo imeya Uhuru Superstores nero eduka yuka iyo bwate emixer iyo gwochoganya chirangi wekabunuragani gwochoganire erangiriga aseduke yiga ya Uhuru Superstores na bwokwege namuna ekale aho watagete nigo kwa yenyora bwikirano tutarire rero eriwe nyorere abamanyi nabwigo enekenga enyumba yao use asomanyete use chire chibiasara nchibwa tokorekana okuya na ayonsi nigo araikirane ekero utumikite chirangi cha Crown Paints eduke yiga ya Uhuru Superstores yego tokase enyumba ya Uhuru Complex imeyumucho yigo musongo eyo erangane duka ya Safaricom Mwigo ngotuka bari ase nyumba ya JM Towers eyure angene bengi ya Credit Bank asamange bakire simgwetera asset number chabo 0111161500 Oru Superstores, the people's choice, guaranteed lowest prices. Karibu nyumbani.